What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. And this may or may not be a very unpopular opinion, but I have to get this off my chest by any means necessary. And this is just the harsh reality of the Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark whole situation and how it is very unfair to me, in my opinion, for Caitlin Clark. But before I get into that, I'm going to ask you guys to do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my sports media content. Thank you so much for love and support. Back to the video. So guys, man, we all saw, Caitlin Clark, unfortunately, she could not make the final round of the Big Four. She was eliminated by a women's South Carolina basketball team. And let me tell you something, man. They're a great squad. Dawn Staley, man, hats off to her. She's doing her thing, man, and she deservingly deserves all the amount of praise that she's getting. I think a little bit of it is a little bit but it's politics. Let me get into the situation with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. So I saw Friday when Caitlin Clark went up against UConn, right? Angel Reese was quick to say, wait, she made a tweet where she was like, wait, wasn't that a set screen? And what it reeks of, that was the first offense, right? What it reeks of is just pure jealousy, man. It's pure jealousy, and it's feeding more into the whole white versus black situation. And I just feel like, man, like at some point as a community, especially black people, man, let's be bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not always look to get back just because of our color, because that takes away the beauty of sports. In sports, everybody is the same color. That's the way I was taught. I played football, basketball for the most part of my sports life. So honestly, man, true brotherhood, true sisterhood. A lot of players I play with, I still keep in contact with today, and they are Caucasian, some Asian, African, from different parts of the world, man. And just the chemistry that we shared on the court is what made things special for us. So when I see things like that from Angel Reese, it's like she's publicly rooting against Caitlin Clark, but then she'll go to the podium and say that she's the villain. Yes, you make yourself look more like the villain. May or may not make a video about Emmanuel Acho, as this guy went out super sad like a simp, apologizing to Matt Barnes and Ryan Clark for just speaking facts. And the truth of the matter is, Angel Reese is not a good player. She's a decent player. You got decent, good, and great. I'm going to just say she's decent. I've seen good on the floor, and I've seen great from Caitlin Clark, from some of the women from South Carolina, from some of the players that I saw throughout the tournament. Paige Buckner, like, that's great talent. Angel Reese, man, is not good, and I get it. The black community wants to get behind her, and that's what's keeping her relevant. Honestly, if it was not, this goes to show you, black community, black people, my brothers and sisters, we can be so powerful if we stuck together. We're sticking together for one person, it's who, in my opinion, is mid to average. And what I don't like about Angel Reese, we saw how she came out crying and saying, I've been attacked, I've been this and that. Yet you go online and you blatantly hate. You lost. Sit down, take a breather. You declare for the WNBA draft, which most likely you will not look like this Angel Reese, because your skill set has yet to be defined. When you see a player like Caitlin Clark literally through and through consistently puts up the numbers, the stats, that's greatness. She literally is the reason you're on the map, Angel Reese, because if you weren't infamously known for waving a finger or waving your hand and putting the ring finger up, that's when you became your most relevant. You had a great run, Kim Mulkey, all that was good, right? But besides that, Angel Reese, not only did you hate then, you also hated yesterday, right? And I got this pulled up, right? And I saw this. People were going on, this was surfacing on the internet and stuff like that. Angel Reese cryptically hints at NCAA championship game frustration. Shaking my head. Angel Reese seemed to blow off some steam about the officiating in Sunday's NCAA women's championship game between Iowa and South Carolina. Taken to her Twitter account known as X, the LSU American wrote, I see how this game is about to go. Shaking my head. And to me, that's pure jealousy. Though South Carolina won, Angel Reese cannot stand Caitlin Clark being in the limelight. She just does not like it. Caitlin Clark bust that ass, and it was nothing that Angel Reese could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, Angel Reese, you got to let it go, man. Okay, you lost. You had, a 3-year tenure with LSU. You declared for the draft. You made great money in the NIL. And the only way that Angel Reese stays relevant is by literally hating on Caitlin Clark. I want you guys to just go do the math, right? Pull up the tweets, pull up the stats. She stays relevant off the court, not on the court. Caitlin Clark stays relevant on the court and off the court. Literally both. Yet she comes out and says stuff like this because what she wants to do is get the mass consensus of her supporters along with the world, along with this female movement, women's power movement, to go against Caitlin Clark. And I'm telling you guys, believe it or not, as a black man sitting back looking at this, Caitlin Clark is actually experiencing more racism and discrimination than Angel Reese or any of these sisters in the Big Four or March Madness tournament. She's receiving a lot of hate because she's simply good. She's competitive. She's edgy. She stands her ground and she backs it up. And for some reason, the whole world or most of women of color are going against this young lady. And I'm just like, man, like, how about just stopping her and bringing your game? Angel Reese, once you make it to the WNBA, you just may be irrelevant if you do not show up big time for the team that's going to draft you. Because what I'm sensing is you have to keep tweeting. I don't know who your PR team is, but you have to keep saying stuff like this to stay relevant. And another thing that's really pissing me off with Angel Reese is how every other tweet or every other press conference, she's literally saying, as a black girl, I appreciate this. Then she goes on to say, I just hope that I'm motivating all the black little girls to look up to me. Stop it, Angel Reese. Stop it. What you're doing is keeping yourself relevant to keep money in your pockets, to keep your NIL deals, and to keep people talking about you. That's not working, because if you were really for black women, we would see you talk about that. Or black little girls. We would see you do things like that. We wouldn't see you in a skimpy Fashion Nova dress, a swimsuit, and all this and that. And honestly, man, like, I don't think that Angel Reese is a ugly woman, but I do not think that she's stunning. That's fair to say, right? I'm a black man being fair. Well, let me tell you something. Nobody is hated more than the person that tells the truth. So if you guys are going to hate me because I'm just giving a fair assessment, then let it be. But what I'm telling you guys is that it is indeed Angel Reese leading the wolves with the pitchforks, the angry mob, towards Caitlin Clark. And what I admire about it is Caitlin Clark literally just ignores it. I'm quite sure that every time Caitlin Clark busts a lot of these women asses on the court, that's her get back. That's her talk. And let's be honest, man, Angel Reese, what can we say her bag is? We know Caitlin Clark has a mid-range. We know that she has great passing ability. I see Angel Reese doing a lot of putbacks. That's it. And Shaq literally goes on. I don't know if Shaq is liking this girl secretly, but he goes on the air and say this is the best college athlete to come through LSU. Bro, are you serious? Shaq, are you serious? And I get all of the top powerful black people are supporting black people. It's a beautiful thing, but it's blatant disrespect to the game, because what you're doing is ignoring the past to uplift the present. And that's what I do not agree with. I mean, hell, Shaq came out of LSU. I would like to say that he was one of the top candidates. And then you see stuff like this where she goes on and look at this, man. Angel Reese, I've typed up so many things and just hit delete about 6 times already. What you're doing is you're making enemies that you don't even know, Angel Reese, because you're going to have a bigger target on your back versus Caitlin Clark, because it's sisters in the WNBA who already don't like Angel Reese. But there are sisters in the WNBA who are ready to play with Caitlin Clark. Literally ready to play with Caitlin Clark, because she isn't a me player. She's a team player. Angel Reese is overly spoiled. NCAA barely kept her grades up. Talk grown, talk sassy. She's out of control. I don't know her parents like that. I don't really hear her parents, or know if they've even spoken out in the media. But one thing I do know is Angel Reese has a big mouth. and her feelings are very quick to be hurt. So when she comes out with all this cockiness and you see the Emmanuel Ochos of the world, and that's another thing. We saw Emmanuel Ocho come out and scold her, give her the stats on why she's relevant versus irrelevant and how she can't be crying big bad wolf, only to walk it down because he got afraid of Matt Barnes, Ryan Clark. These are busters to me, man. Like, bro, stand your ground because you're not going to be respected from these guys anyway. James Jones, Shady McCoy on the same show said the same thing about Angel Reese. Literally said that she isn't that good of a player. Literally said that she's only relevant because of Caitlin Clark. And let me tell you guys something. Nobody bothered those two because they know that if you are a man about that, real recognize real. They're going to go after Emmanuel Ocho. He's in connections with Oprah, uncomfortable conversations with a black man, nominated, got a Grammy, wrote fantastic books, host of The Bachelor. This guy is intellectual as crap. Very competent young man. And I hate that he walked his statements back down, but every bit of what he said was the truth. You cannot be this big bad wolf and then get mad when people throwing rocks at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Angel Reese has some growing up to do, in my opinion, and this isn't going to work well at the next level. I'm telling you guys, you can bet your bottom dollar that if she is not humble and if she does not straighten up, her teammates are going to get on her ass. And the organization will too. And the WNBA is very quick to move off of athletes. And it does not matter if you're a star player or not a star player. They just make moves. And I'm like, Angel Reese, why are you still staying connected to college ties? Why are you still tweeting? It pains her so much to see Caitlin Clark, this young lady, having fun, doing her thing, being a supportive teammate. And first off, let's give kudos to this, man. Caitlin Clark ain't got a bunch of sisters on her team that can bang with these sisters from all over parts of the world and from some of the communities that they're from. Okay, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. So even for her to keep the game as close as she did, I still respect that because you just don't even see that. Normally when you see black versus white in football and basketball, it's a blowout. The talent in the black community is just God. It's a godsend. It's undeniable. And for Caitlin Clark to be able to hold her own, I just tip my hat to her. That doesn't make me Uncle Tom. That don't make me nothing. It just makes me look at the game without looking through color. A lot of you guys look through color. A lot of you guys don't even know how to think for yourselves because you say, oh, if it's black on this or if it's black this, I must go. And it can taste like dog shit. Food, the quality of stuff can be dog shit. But because it's black owned, or owned by, a minority, we're supposed to go spend our money there. It's good to spend your money there, but if the quality is better somewhere else, then that's where my money is going to go. But a lot of people don't think like that. That's why we have certain presidents in office at times, because it's led emotionally. It's not led logically. And a lot of people view sports emotionally. They don't look logically. Man, sometimes you just got to be fair and you got to be real with yourself. And what Angel Reese is doing is buffoonery, man. Like, she's straight hating. And Caitlin Clark is receiving racism. And she's being discriminated against. Now, they're not coming out saying blatant things, but the energies, the attitude, the auras. You guys see like how all of these people are, supporting Angel Reese or coming out, going against Caitlin Clark. Even with the whole Dawn Staley situation, man. Like, they are literally like acting like this is the first black woman to do such things. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that in the black community, we tie everything to African-American woman, first African-American man to do this and that. When it's another race, it's just their name. Because we care about bragging rights. And that's what's affecting our community. And I don't want to go too deep because I can really go on this all day. But I'm just pointing the facts out that Caitlin Clark, man, her biggest hater is Angel Reese. Yeah, Angel Reese will go to the media and say that she don't got no problem with Caitlin Clark. But she's going on tweeting, shaking my head, doing this and that. You guys are going to meet again. And when you guys meet again, I guarantee you, man, Caitlin Clark is going to be with sisters that can bang and ball just as hard as the women on South Carolina. And I believe her WNBA career is going to be much more significant than Angel Reese. Angel Reese does not have a big $3-5 million deal. Angel Reese endorsements nor NIL is at the level of Caitlin Clark's. I heard it's up there, but I don't think it's on the level of Caitlin Clark. And not to mention, man, stuff is so messy over there at LSU. We saw that I forget her name, but she transferred, from LSU. And I think it's just simply because of the drama around Angel Reese. Kim Kalki, or however you say her name, she wants to be down with the Brown. I get it. She played at LSU, won a championship. She's tough. But it gets to a point where I do respect her. I like the way she rolls. But she coddled Angel Reese a lot. She protected Angel Reese a lot. She did what she was supposed to do. But a lot of that was just because of who that person was. And Angel Reese is I just don't think, in my opinion, that she is what she thinks she is. Because I see a very mid NBA package. She's 6'3". She's good at rebounding and off court and post game pressers. That's all I got from this. And a lot of people are afraid to come out and say how they truly feel because of the backlash. But here's the thing. Nobody's ever going to like what you say, because the things that I'm passionate about, somebody in this video, they're going to not like. But let's say I agree with the people in the comment section that don't like what I'm saying. Guess what? Somebody's not going to agree with what I'm agreeing with them. And that's just how it works. So you might as well just be your best self and be who you are and speak it. Enjoy your First Amendment, which is clearly banned nowadays because you get canceled if you aren't, supportive of, the same color you are, which is the most asinine stuff I've ever witnessed. I mean, I don't know, man. There's a new time and era for everything, man. So that's all I have on this topic. I don't want to continue to go any further, man. I want you guys to weigh in with your thoughts, comments, and concerns, and let me know how you guys feel, man, because this is just getting annoying to me at this point. Angel Reese got eliminated a week ago, and we're still here talking about her. That goes to show you that everything I'm pointing out in this video is relevance. Weigh in with your thoughts, comments, and concerns. If you found any value in this video, all I ask you guys to do is hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my sport media takes. Thank you so much for the love and support. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.